What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about auction today. Bounce token. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys, and let's get into it. Here we are at about $38 on the dot, moving up with the rest of the markets. That's nice. I really don't think that you're going to continue too much higher. Yes, you have seen a higher high today, and that's nice. But as you're moving up, volume is decreasing. We have 6 hours, 46 minutes left in the day. I don't know about you guys, but we're probably not going to have too much higher volume. All we've done is further provide bearish divergence on the daily time frame. We are maintaining overbought positions but not seeing growth, right? That's not what you want to see. When you're maintaining overbought positions and you are seeing growth, that's good. I mean, I say we're not seeing growth. It's a new high today, right? It is a new relative high, let's be fair. But I don't think that it's going to promote the same growth that we're accustomed to over the past like 6 weeks here. From a high to a low, wow, you went right above the 886 there. Good job. Just above the 886. I'll tell you this. If you can close above the 886, you can close above $39.27. If you can do that today or any day, I think it's time to start considering prices up at like $80 or higher, genuinely. But until then, we're not pessimistic. I should say cautiously pessimistic. I would assume that the price does revert back down, not to the 786, but below. We probably go back down to 27 bucks, if not 23 bucks. It's completely possible, you guys, that we could drop all the way back down to 15 bucks even. Yes, even down to $15 is possible. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think we're going to $15. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if it happens, it's still a higher low. It's common to go from your 8, it is especially common to go, let me just draw this here, to whenever you find a low like this and you rip right through your golden ratio on the first attempt, and this is the first attempt, what about this attempt? What about this attempt? No, those weren't attempts. You didn't have your low yet. You didn't know this is the golden ratio until you had your high to low. So since then, from your full fib range being confirmed, when you tear through the golden ratio like this and you go up to your 886, I've seen it time and time again. You pull all the way back down to the 382. It can happen. Or down to the 0.5, right? Something like that. Okay, so talking about the 618, that shouldn't scare you. That's optimistic, okay? And not even optimistic, realistic too. There's plenty of times, especially in strong moves, where if you find support at the golden ratio, all that does is promote further strength, right? That's actually a really good thing to do. And even going down to the 382 is not a bad thing. It's normal and something to build from still and see higher prices, right? But being at about 38 bucks now, my expectation would be that we do pull back to about, I'm going to guess 23 bucks around there. You could go even a little bit lower. Don't be scared if you do. If you go below 23 bucks, that doesn't mean you're going all the way to 15 bucks, $14 there. You could stop at about $21, $22. And I actually want to see from this high to low, what are you doing here? High to low here. You got your 1272. It's very common. It's very, very common in this kind of fib scenario here. Whenever you do, and by the way, you tore right through. This is crazy. This is crazy bullish. I would have never expected this in a million years. But when you get crazy bullish things, man, you just got to take it as it is, I guess. I would think that we pull back to around 26 bucks based off of this fib, 22 bucks based off of this fib, which does line up pretty well with this high to low right there at the, I hate whenever I do that. I right click it on accident, it deletes it. That does line up with that golden ratio there. And again, you can go a little bit lower. Even if you go down to 1865, even if you go down to 14 bucks, 14.85, you're still fine. As long as you're forming higher lows, I think you're good. I don't think that you go that low, though. I really do think that you stay above $20. I like that $22 to $24 area for support. You're at $38.26 now. Once you pull back, and I think it's going to happen soon, you'll probably pull back. It'll probably take a couple weeks of consolidating. Maybe not even a couple weeks, but here, you had your top 1 week, you pulled back. Let's just see how long that took on a daily basis. Here, that was 1 day. That was the 26th. And then you bottomed out. I mean, you really didn't start moving up until the 6th. So the 26th of February, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days later. So like a week and 2 days is what this downward move took. It could be a week and 2 days. It could be 2 weeks. It could be 4 weeks that it takes to move down. However long it is, the faster the better, I suppose. Just get it done with, get it out of the way, and you can begin moving up again. But my expectation is that we do move down. Yeah, we don't move up too much more. Again, you're moving up here with lackluster volume. It's not lackluster. Let's be fair, actually. Let's look at this thing. Let's look at auction here. What you doing here, auction? Why is it? I just typed. You guys heard it, right? I don't know why that happened. Coin market cap doesn't normally glitch. That's a lot of volume, actually. Wow. 24-hour volume is $360 million in volume. That's crazy. That is a lot of volume, but you're not going anywhere. You're getting a lot of volume, but you're not going anywhere, right? And the volume is decaying still. That's crazy. That's just weird. It screams manipulation. And again, I want to be clear. Just because I'm saying that doesn't mean that I think this thing is like manipulated and it's fake and it's going to go to zero. That's not what I'm saying. It's not like a rug pull. It could be, but everything's manipulated, man. Bitcoin's manipulated. U.S. dollar's manipulated. Your whatever is manipulated. Every single thing's manipulated. So, but it definitely does scream manipulation. And in the wake of manipulation, you can see some wicked results, man. Like when I tell you guys we could drop below $15, I'm not just saying that to scare people. I'm saying that because if it happens, you need to not be scared. You need to buy more. Not financial advice. Not a financial advisor, but that's just my opinion. Bearish divergence on the 4-hour RSI. Bearish divergence on the daily RSI. I definitely believe that we're going to see some type of recovery down, right? Maybe down to the 50, maybe even a little bit lower than that. The 4 hours looking weak. What about the 1 hour time frame here? Yeah, rejecting the overbought zone where before you had no problem getting into it. So I think you're trying to go higher and now you're not. A lot of this volume probably came in the form of short leverage positions is what I'm guessing. It might be holding the price from going up. I don't know. You're bouncing off the 50 now, which is nice. As long as you're doing that, you're fine. And to be fair, auction has completely defied gravity. If you were to keep moving up, it's possible, but nothing moves up in a straight line forever, man. I mean, at least I don't think it does. I've never seen it, but this one again, it is called bounce token for a reason. I think we'll see a little short-term volatility. Pull back to about $24 to $22 is my expectation, maybe even $20 itself. At the lowest, we're going to go down to about 14 to 15 bucks, but I don't expect that to happen. I'm just putting it on everybody's radar so that you're not scared if it does happen. You're prepared to buy more or at least hold through it because that's not a good selling point. That's a great buying point. Let's be very clear. I think auction has a lot of potential by the end of the cycle, you guys, being worth, oh man, I got to sneeze. I want to sneeze and it's not letting me. It's the camera. When I'm on video, I can't sneeze. Oh, I want to. It hurts. It hurts whenever I don't. $251 million market cap right now. If we were to see 100x, I'd put you at a $25 billion market cap. That's not given to anybody. You don't just deserve $25 billion in market cap valuation, but it's attainable. It's something that's very attainable. And I think something that's moving up like this, while the rest of the market is having a hell of a time moving up at all, right? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I could see this thing doing a 100x. It could do a 200x from here, let alone if it goes to where I think it's going to go, right? Let alone if we drop down. Oh, that was not the right area. Let's see. Yeah, we dropped down like 43%. 43% from 250 million. What is that? This would that be 100 million? That'd be 150 million. At that rate, man, multi-100x is definitely, it's possible even here. It would be possible at those lows as well, let alone if you go lower. So I don't really think I have anything else that I want to say. I just wanted to come on here and be C-Zar the bear, I guess, for one of these coins today. Auction has had a phenomenal time. I think it's a phenomenal coin. It'll continue to grow. It doesn't stop here. Even if you bought at these prices, even if you buy at the absolute high right now, in a month, in 2 months, you'll probably be glad that you did because it's going to be at dramatically higher prices. But I think if you're patient, if you have a little bit of patience and you don't FOMO here, we likely will see targets that are, again, below 25 bucks, but around 20 bucks, something like that. I think 23 to $21 is a good estimation. Prepare yourselves for lower targets. It doesn't have to go that low, but that's just my expectation, okay? If we don't go that low, we'll pay attention to this. I'm watching it every day, and we'll talk about it every day just to kind of make sure that we're not missing anything important, okay? So just like this last time here. So hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves, all right? Bye-bye. Ta-ta for now.